Hey guys, it's Frederick here. I know it's been a long time since I've spoken to you guys about the RS2000. I do apologize for it. This weekend, well, at least semi this weekend and the previous weekend, we managed to get a bit more parts. I managed to get a really good set of door cards. Sadly, they do have speaker holes, so I will decide if I'm going to use them still or just use them as a template to remake new ones. I did manage to find a really clean steering wheel. This one still has a lot of the grip on it. It does look like it's been painted, but we'll be fixing that. I managed to find another set of clusters. I will redo those still. I found an original air cleaner. I was really worried that I won't be able to find one. It's a bit dirty, but I believe it should clean up really nice. Then we found two clock pods. I just quickly wiped them down to show you guys what they do look like, the condition. Well, we'll be cleaning them properly in a future video and test the clock and make sure everything's working. We just found Ronald's wheel caps. My Ronalds I bought are still currently in the UK, but we're winning. We're getting more parts. There's the center console. This is a fiberglass replica I bought. It's really good. The guy I know that made it for me, he does really excellent work. And as we go outside, you know, oh my little girl. I did do some work on the RS a while back. I finished removing this cutter pieces and cut wherever I need to cut. I did start welding in these. I know they are really ugly. For some reason, with the wind blowing, I just couldn't get my weld. So this will still need to be finished up and welded in and secured in. I'm still waiting on a few new panels. You've guys seen the V6 engine in my previous video. I did start moving some parts so I can actually walk in my garage. We do have a spare engine. I know one of the guys in the channel, I promised I'll show a detailed video of the RS2000 loom. Sadly, the friend who I restored that loom for was in a really rush, so he had to come collect it. And yeah, it's already fitted in his car. He's trying to finish it and rush it. But with all the parts I bought, I did manage to get another RS2000 loom that needs to be fully rebuilt. So that's good. We found an original intake with a Weber. That came with the air cleaner. We found a really clean chrome cover. As you can see, I started packing my shelves, cleaning them out. Even on the roof, we've got bash tops everywhere. We've got car parts. We've got a super clean tank up there. My really crooked nose gun, it's just because it's lying there. We'll straighten that out. On cards wise, I do have a set of clean cards for the rear. I just need to take the vinyl off, as the cardboards on these are totally destroyed. They've been flat, like crushed. I did find buy another set with those door cards. These ones are extremely clean, but they do have speakers in them. But the cardboard or wood press panels, these are good enough condition for me to be able to mold them. So we'll be removing the speakers, taking off the vinyl, then we'll mold the cardboard cards so we can cast new ones from fiberglass for our clean vinyls. We do have another set lying there, two sets lying there, so we've got stock on those. On this shelf, we got a couple of visors I've stripped from cars, a clean heater box from an original car, loads of hoses. We've got some cubbies, some gel cluster that's just randomly lying here. We've got enough armrests. All of these aren't cracked, they are still clean. My RS original headlights, we do have a new set in a box over there, so we're fine on that. I found this pedal box. The guy said, I bought this pedal box with all the other parts. The guy said it's RS2000s. Honestly, I haven't seen the difference between the two. That's a normal 4-door GLs and the other one's an RS2000. There's no difference. I don't know why they said it's an RS2000. I know that pedal's on the outside, but it's just loose. It's just pushed in there so it doesn't fall out. But in my opinion, they're identical. I haven't seen a single difference in them. We do have a quarter the C-pillars, the inner covers, we've got 2 sets there. One set's super clean, the other set's got some pitting. We do have some hoses. We bought an extra set of bumper corners, so that's a bargain. We have loads of rear tail light casings and some lenses. We did also buy new ones. I should have shown you that. They were included in the kit I bought. We still have a stripped door card here for template for vinyl. We still have these quarter covers, but they've been messed up badly. We'll probably just save the chrome trim of those and keep them for a template. But yeah, as I stated previously, I do not have a Pinto. So on the long weekend, we did some shopping. And you guys, my Pro RS. So you guys didn't see these ones, but we bought 2 more Escorts, 2 4-doors. I know they are a piece of junk, but this one has got a 205 Pinto in it. We did start the engine, it is running, but it's oily everywhere because the head was lying in the boot. I just basically cleaned up, slapped the head gasket, started it up just to make sure what it is. There's no gaskets on the cam cover or anything. I was just pouring out oil and spitting out oil everywhere, but it's fine. I just wanted to make sure it still runs. This car did come with a 2-liter Pinto, and it's got a 5-speed box in it currently, so this will be good for our build. And even if you can see like this, the dash top on this car has really been properly refurbished or recovered, sorry. It's in a darker brown. I won't be using that as my car will be black. The floors in this car is been worked on, but they're not too bad. And then you get this nice patch job with cardboard and stickers on the rear. I don't ask me why people do this, but yeah. And this car is still running, it is licensed, but even the seats are really good. They've been reupholstered with the weirdest material, but they aren't torn or anything. And then even though this car do have sport bumpers on it, well, this is a 1300L bumper that's been painted. The red donor did have a boot spoiler, and it had an RS2000 boot spoiler, and it had a RS2000 interior. We'll be receiving that later on. It does have the inside louver. We do have sport mirrors on this car. I've already started to strip this car out. It had decent interior, but this car came with a sports steering wheel, actually a genuine RS2000 steering wheel, and it had a set of RS2000 clusters, which is also back. That's the first parts I've stripped out. But otherwise in this car, it's had some good parts. We'll be stripping it soon, getting the car up. It's got some clean original panels. It's got some rust. Got another set of sport bumpers in the front. It's a bit rusty. It's not a car I would save per se, but we do have another good radiator, an original booster with master cylinder. This one looks really good condition. I should be able to brush this like a mirror again. And then we've got this looks like a worked Kent. I haven't taken off the branches or fired it up. I do know it does turn over. We don't have a starter, so we can't try to start it. But this car's just bought for parts. We got another clean bubble over there. Slight damage on it, but should be good. Even this bonnet has got a lot of surface rust on it. We might be able to save on that for clean for a future project, and as well as the fenders. But both these cars will be cut up. This one was a really nice car before the people crashed it. But like I said, I bought this car as a parts car. Even though I drove it to here, I fired it and I reversed it and I parked it over here. So even though this is a very clean car, we won't be saving on her. We'll just basically end up cutting this car up and keeping the Pinto for my RS2000. This car sump has been modified. It's not a genuine sump, but I did manage to buy an original sump. We also ended up buying an RS2000 hood. We found a steel one. Sadly, this one's got some air vents, but we'll be just we're basically just gonna have to weld those holes up and close them up. That's the best I can find now, at least in South Africa, at a decent price. But for the RS, I haven't touched the car in a while. It's been really hectic with work in and out. I do apologize for you guys, but hopefully soon enough it's gonna change. I'm gonna have a lot more time for the car, and then also I'll be posting videos. I'll do a detailed video from the loom when I start doing it. I am busy working on a tripod for my phone, or one of my phones at least, and we'll probably start cleaning up some of the parts which we decided we're going to use on the RS2000. We'll be cleaning them up, making sure they're like brand new, and then we'll just plastic wrap them up. But that's all it's going to be for me for today. The Cortina, I know I made a separate playlist of the Cortina I'm building a rat rod with. The Cortina has been collected for sandblasting. They'll be blasting the car inside, the engine bay and the chassis. So we've got a good idea how much work is lying there for us. But I saw the car when it was on the trailer. It's really, really bad. So hopefully we can continue that project. The structure of the car is not too bad. I would really, really love to keep that patina on that car. But that's going to be it for me for today. This is just a quick recap on the RS. I haven't forgotten about the RS. I haven't stopped working on the car. Well, technically on the body itself, I've stopped working on it. But we've been working, collecting parts and stuff we all need for the car in the future videos. We do have a original boot spoiler. I did manage to find another one. This one has got some bolts that's broken off. We'll just weld those back on, else we'll just use the other one. And then when we refurbish the carburetor, the intake, we're going to use this chrome cover. I'll still deciding, but as far as I know, I'm going to use it just because it's a perfect condition. And so yeah, that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys have a good Sunday. Cheers.